The views and opinions of the guest do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of BODS Mayhem Radio Network, its staff, affiliates, or sponsors. Parental discretion is advised. Welcome to BODS Mayhem Radio Network.
What's up, guys? This is Mike Orlando from Adrenaline Mob and Sonic Stomp, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour, your source for all hard rock, heavy metal, new metal, alternative, punk, horror punk, hardcore, rock, and all local bands, with your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather.
Hey everybody, welcome to BODS Mayhem Hour. I am your host, John the Bod, a.k.a. the Bodfather, and as always, I'm bringing you guys and gals awesome interviews. Today, it's an honor and a privilege to have Mr. Mike Orlando back on my show. He's the guitarist and Adrenaline Mob founder. Mike has released his first official instrumental Sonic Stomp DVD live in studio from Brazil, which features, forgive me folks if I pronounce these names wrong, Aquiles Priester, Tony McAlpine from Wasp, Hanger, Nocturnal, and plus on drums you have Junior Carelli from Shaman and Nocturnal on keyboards, Fernando Quesada, is that right?
Yep, that's right.
And he's from Shaman and Nocturnal, and on bass. We're going to be talking to Mike about all this stuff, but first, I just want to pay a little bit of respect to Adrenaline Mob and all these bands out here who work their asses off, something that we never, and hope to God that we never have to go through, but want to give you a little condolences out to Adrenaline Mob and to David Zablowski's family. So,
yes.
Condolences to you guys.
Thank you very much. Dave and Dave Zablowski and the beautiful Janet Rains, of course. Both passed away from the accident, and what can you say? It was the worst nightmare I could have ever imagined to have gone through. So it's I appreciate the condolences for sure.
So let's jump right into this, good sir. Like I said, glad to have you back on the show again. Last time I interviewed you was,
thank you.
I think like maybe my first, I want to say when I first started BODS Mayhem Hour ago, that was 8 years ago. So
wow,
yeah. So yeah.
Nice.
So how's it been working with Tag Publicity, man? I know you just started working with it, but how's it been so far?
Yeah, it's been great. Tom and Tracy are great people, and we just got started. So I'm excited to be working the Sonic Stomp DVD with these guys, and hope to do much more, for sure.
You released your debut instrumental CD, Sonic Stomp, back in 2007, but what made you want to release an instrumental CD, Mike? What was it that said, I want to show these folks what I do and show them exactly what to do?
I never had, it's not like I did instrumental music my entire life. It was just something at that point in time, about 2005, 2006, a buddy of mine, Phil, who works with Zach, and Zach Wild's a dear friend of mine. I love him to death, one of the sweetest guys in the business. And basically he was just like, you gotta, just get down in that studio and bang out your own shit, And he's actually the one that pushed me to do it, Zach. He got me going to start the Sonic Stomp, So I did, and I did, the first one, and then the second one, and then from there, started Adrenaline Mob. So I kind of put it down until now, and now I'm back with Sonic Stomp again, doing a DVD.
That had to be nerve-wracking, though, to go from Adrenaline Mob and step away for a little bit and do your instrumental stuff, because I know I talk to a lot of guys who do this, and they're like, yeah, it's really nerve-wracking when it's just you and you're in front of the camera and you're on point. Yeah. It's just you.
To be honest, man, I never thought of it like that, and I always enjoyed it, because before Adrenaline Mob and when I started the whole Sonic Stomp thing, I would always tour here and all out of the country and do tons and tons of clinics all across China. I would go for months at a time, Japan. I would do it, all the trade shows, and the companies, GHS and Rockdrum, would send me everywhere. And not only would I demo all their products, I would talk about my signature products. And so I very much am at ease, kind of just being a clinician as well as being in a band or a solo instrumental guitar player. So it always came very easy to me, thankfully. So I enjoy it all, man.
Burn was the first video off the new Sonic Stomp DVD. However, was it hard to choose between those current set of songs on the instrumental DVD, which would be the first video you wanted to put out there?
Yeah, totally. And even with Tom at Tag, I go, which one do you think? Because to be honest, man, it's not like, oh, I like one more or one less. They're all, it's like songs. Songs are your kids, and I am proud of each track. So I really didn't mind going with any one. So if someone said, no, man, I think you should do this, it just seemed like Burn especially was a kind of combination of a country feel and a lot of chicken picking and a lot of crazy playing, and the guys in the band loved the track. So really I was like, okay, cool, Burn we go with.
What did you want that first song off of that instrumental DVD to say for you and for someone who has not got to hear of any of your music when they first saw it? Like if they just picked up that DVD or got out to, Guitar World magazine and saw it, or guitarworld.com, whatever, and saw that song. Sure. What do you hope they take from that?
I mean, it's in your face guitar, over the top extreme guitar, rock guitar, and it's a lot of fun. I would hope they just, get excited about guitar. That's what it's all about. It's not, hey, look what I could do. This is just how I play. This is what I do, and hopefully it gets you going to, get excited about music, or if you're learning guitar, pick it up, keep going. If you like music, well, then crank it louder. It's just cool music, and if I came out with a ballad first, I would still have the same feel. But Burn is pretty intense, so I think they'll walk away going, that's an intense tune, But there are all different kinds of songs on the DVD. So it's tough, man. I love A Vision of You and Horizons, and there's a song I do just with a piano player. So it runs the gamut. But Burn's an ass kicker.
I know you mentioned that these are like picking your favorite kid or whatever, but do you have any that stand out for you on this possibly that you like a lot?
There are certain songs that have different techniques maybe. So for Burn, there's a lot of chicken picking, which is a country-style guitar technique that I love to do. So, I mean, for that, maybe, certain techniques, There's a song called Cirque de Insanity, and it's just a really wacky tune. And it's almost 80% of just two-handed tapping, all different percussive tapping and different techniques that I do. So, that's a cool one, too. Maybe I might just look at it like that. But as far as favorite tune, I love them all, like I say. There's just some real fun ones to play, and there's a song called Shagadooga that I love. It's one of my favorites. Full Speed X, the guys in the band love. That's their favorite. So it's cool, man. Yeah, I love them all, So it's cool. I can handpick or throw a dart at any of them and be happy going with that one.
I know this is going to sound like a crazy question, and I know every guitarist does this, but do you have a favorite technique? Is there something that's signature to when somebody hears you and don't see you that can hear your music and say, yeah, that's Mike Orlando playing? Do you have that niche maybe?
I'm told, there's a right hand technique that I do, a very sped up right hand muted technique that I do. But the chicken picking, the combination of the pentatonic chicken picking thing that I do, I think, you might be able to grab that it's me. It's what I've been told.
The live in studio performance was filmed and tracked at, forgive me again, Thiago Bianchi's Fusio. Yeah.
It's all.
Yeah, I'm all over the place with
awesome,
this.
Man.
Yeah, you got some stuff in here. I just said, well, fuck, Wikipedia can take over. I don't care. So.
I'll tell it back to you. So basically, it was filmed while I was on tour in South America. The video is filmed at Thiago Bianchi's Fusao Studios, and it's in Cotia, Brazil. We filmed it at, and we just set up camp one day in this really beautiful place and went to town and had fun. It's not just all the band. there's half band, full band performances. Then there's half of just me doing the guitar to the tracks. So you could really kind of key in on the guitar thing because it's guitar DVD, and a track with the keyboard player. So it's a little different, but the guys in the band are, holy crap. Aquiles Priester on drums is one of the greatest drummers out there. And Junior Carelli on keys and Fernando Quesada, both based in Brazil as well. Phenomenal players.
Yeah, Achilles can hold his own with anybody. His drumming is just absolutely God almighty.
He's a beast.
Yeah.
Yeah, I absolutely love him. And we got some cool stuff coming up in the future, myself and Achilles. Can't announce it just yet, but it's coming.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Now, you recorded this while you were on tour in South America. I know you took days off in here in between during the tour, but was it kind of, how hard was doing all this and staying busy with this?
I mean, as far as the filming was simple. It was a ball. We had a great time. I go there a lot in South America. I also perform with these guys who are based over there in Brazil, and we travel all around South America. So it was just a matter of, hey, in between clinics and shows and appearances, just set aside 3 days for this. 1 day of setup, a day of play, a day of breakdown, and off to the next show. So it was pretty easy.
Now, we all know there's a lot of instrumental guitar videos out there. What did you want to add to this DVD of your own that wasn't out there, if anything, possibly?
I just think it's cool music, man. I love all instrumental guitar players. I mean, I love music in general. I can listen to Sade all the way to, Meshuggah or Slipknot. Slipknot's one of my favorite bands of all time. So I love music. I think that it's not just about guitar, this stuff. It's cool music. I think these are cool rockin' songs that just happen to, have instrumental guitar instead of a vocalist, so to say. So I just think a regular listener will enjoy it as well. I've always been told by the fans that hey, the music is, I'm not a guitar player, but I dig the music anyway.
Sure. Which
is a huge compliment. That's, to me, that job's well done. It's because it's not just about guitar playing. It's just about music.
I absolutely appreciate all of the musicians out there, especially guitar players. Guitar was my niche. That was my thing. I love listening to music with acoustic guitars. I think acoustic just, it soothes the soul, as I should say.
I could not agree more. I did a piece on my second solo album, Sonic Stomp 2, called A Sitting Ovation. And it's I'm always constantly asked about that, more than any other track. So I agree with you.
Sometimes, man, I think I got like music ADHD because I can listen to Merle Haggard, then listen to a ska band, and then from ska go to like Gob, and then from Gob go to like Metallica, and then
I'm with you.
Then from Metallica I'd go listen to like Dwight Yoakam. I mean, it's.
I am the same exact way. There's nothing that, I don't listen to. I listen to the hip-hop guys. Yeah. I love the production on it. I listen to pop music on the radio all day long. Anything. It could be Ariana Grande to Britney Spears to, anybody in country as well. Because I'm a recording engineer and have my own studio, and I mix everything anyway. So I get kind of like pulled to music for different reasons. If a production is cool on music, it just sucks me right in.
Do you like having that freedom though, Mike, of being a producer and things like that, recording wise? Do you like having that freedom to just do it when you want to?
Yeah, I love it. Yeah, I've engineered and tracked every Adrenaline Mob album at my studio. I've mixed and mastered the last 5 of the Adrenaline Mob ones, from Coverta to Men of Honor to Dearly Departed to We the People. That's engineered, mixed, and mastered, and hand right into the company. So I've learned through years. It takes time to learn it, but you learn to take your guitar player hat off. There's a time when to be a guitarist, and there's a time when to look at music like a producer and a mixing engineer. So it's so different. And it takes a while to learn that, but I love it. I love doing that just as much as I do the music.
Yeah.
And I'm actually installing a 56-channel SSL right now in my recording studio.
Nice.
I have somebody here. So, yeah, that's what I do. When I'm not playing, I'm working with clients and in the studio.
That's awesome. And plus, you hit the nail on the head right there, man. Is like, you have to take that hat off when you're going to be the producer, because you even have to critique your own self when you're listening to that track going, I sound like shit. I'm going to change it.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Hell yeah. You have to. No, there's no one's susceptible to being produced,
Yep.
and that's a good thing, and sure, everything can be, you can make it better and better. I mean, there's a point when you stop, but of course everything could be, oh, let me try that again. I think I can, push myself even harder, or that doesn't fit the song, or that solo doesn't fit this type of song. Let me do something different. Let me not go so crazy here. Or, yeah, of course, just production.
Who did the artwork or cover for this album, man? Because it's pretty badass looking.
Oh, thank you. That's actually some of the guys in Brazil. Fernando Quesada had gotten me the art guy. His name's Carlos. I can't remember his last name. Oh my God, right at the top. It's at the tip of my tongue. But he's a fantastic artist from Brazil, and did that whole image on the cover for me of the DVD.
Yeah, I always want to give a little shout out to the artists, because I don't think they get enough credit for what they do on these album covers. Because I mean, you have to work and know exactly what the artist is wanting, and even try to get in their mind and see what they want.
Yeah, no, they're great over there. Like I said, I do so many shows and clinics and tours over there in South America. He's the one guy that we used for a while. So yeah, you're it. What do you got?
Now let's talk about this a little bit. You've also released a double DVD CD that's being released in Japan on King Records, which should already been released.
It is. It's out now. Yep.
Now that special edition also includes a brand new bonus track off this Sonic Stomp. So let's talk about that a little bit.
Yeah. King Records is great, man. I've been with those guys since 2010. We did a Sonic Stomp double CD back then, double album actually, right before Adrenaline Mob, and then we worked together with Adrenaline Mob when we first started. And it's great to be back with them. There's the DVD in the package and the CD version of the DVD, and then a bonus track from which will be Sonic Stomp 3. Of a track called All Funked Up. Yeah, it was great. I love those guys. They put great packages together, and it's an honor to work with them.
Going from Adrenaline Mob to your instrumental work, how much growth musically have you seen yourself go through, or just has it been more of just a personal growth for you, man?
I mean, the music, what I do musically is just what comes out of me. There's no, I just sit at the console and start writing, and it's just kind of what I hear. I always try and grow as a guitar player, and push myself and play better, and that's always there. That need to want to not top yourself, but you always, you got to give yourself goals, So I just try to keep growing as a player and just keep writing cool music, I do so many different things now. So actually, the growth you'll see over the next year, because I'm working on another 3 or 4 albums to be completed this year.
Jeez.
Of totally different stuff. I have a new band and a new album that I'm doing with Corey Glover of Living Color, which is phenomenal music. It's probably some of the best music I've ever done, and he's one of the greatest singers on the planet Earth.
Isn't he? Oh man. Oh
my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Just like there's nothing else I could say, but oh my God, and he's a sweetheart of a guy, and it's a real funky, bluesy, but heavy style album, and wow, it's just, like I said, for me, it's one of the best things I've ever done, so I cannot wait till it sees the light.
I've said this since day one I've started this show, and I don't care if people gets mad at me or not, but Living Color's music still stands up till today.
Oh my God! And not only the music, the band is frightening.
Mm-hmm.
I just saw them a few months ago, at the State Theater. The Space Theater, and wow, stunning, just stunning performance. You know, they're all of them are badass, but Corey especially is just he's not of this earth.
The thing I love the most about seeing those guys live is that what you hear on the album is what you get live.
Yeah, I think you get even more.
Yeah.
And so I think they take it to the next level, you know, and that's what I appreciate the most, because even with Adrenaline Mob, we've always tried to, the live was even more intense. So when I do Sonic Stomp live, it's even more. I love when people, you know, they go from 10 to 11, you know, when it goes to that little one step.
Yeah.
Is great live.
Could we possibly see some more stuff from Adrenaline Mob, or what's going on with that? Maybe.
Yeah, that is, I don't know. You know, that's we've been through, you know, so much bad times and so much hurt, and so much just pain, and I mean, it's still ongoing. You know, I'm going in even this Friday for my 4th procedure on my neck. So this is like, it's just still so fresh. I've been battling the physical aspect of this for a year and a half now with my problems and multiple procedures and stuff. So it's tough, man. You know, I can't, I just don't say anything. I just keep, you know, trying to move forward, and I'm happy to still be here and be breathing, you know, from that horrific accident, you know. So, yeah, I don't know. Right now, like I said, I love Adrenaline Mob. It's you know, it's what could I say? That's my baby. I loved it. You know, it's incredible music. You know, Russell Allen, incredible singer, and all the guys that we've had, the amazing Mike Portnoy, and all the guys in the band. It's been great. But then there's been so much bad. You know, so it's tough to get over. You know?
Don't you give up on us, Mike, damn it.
I'm still here. I'm still playing my guitar. So, you know, it ain't going to stop. And I have a lot of things on the horizon coming up. That's for sure.
What can fans expect at a show from you when you take this out on the road, possibly, or what you're going to do with it? What are they going to get when they come to see you with this instrumental stuff?
Just fun music and some tearing musicianship, you know, tearing it up and having fun, you know. I definitely want to tour with Sonic Stomp. I'm hoping so. I know I'll be doing stuff with it in South America again, and I'm hoping to get to back to Japan. It's one of the most beautiful places I've ever toured and been with it. My last Sonic Stomp tour there was right before Adrenaline Mob, so I definitely want to get back there. But it's just, you know, over the top playing, good time, good music, and just tearing it up.
We're living in the digital era of recording albums to get music out quicker, and plus now we got social media to reach out to more people who've not got to hear of you yet. But do you like this that we're living in right now, to get music out quicker and to reach more fans with social media, possibly?
Yes and no. Yeah. I think it's an evil thing. It's great, and it's tough, you know, for music. The whole internet thing and social media thing, it kind of morphed into the whole downloading thing and the whole streaming thing, and you know, so it's definitely took a turn for the worse along the way, you know, for the musicians and the bands, making it a lot harder. But then there's the good, where you can get right to the fans, and I'll go on social media when I can and talk straight to somebody, you know, and that's great. And I always love speaking to fans. At every show I do, I go out, I meet everyone I can, and so it's a double-edged sword. It's a tough one.
Reaching out to somebody on Facebook, or just even after your shows or prior to the shows, just saying hello or shaking their hand and just listening to what they have to say, man, that could change their whole life around.
Hell yeah. And I wouldn't be doing it if they weren't there. So I'm just as honored to meet them, because you know, we all bleed the same, you know. I just happen to play guitar, and maybe a fan doesn't, or even if they do, you know, we're still music lovers, right? So we have that in common, and I love to meet people. And, you know, if I can put a smile on someone's face by going out and shaking your hands and signing an autograph or just talking, you know, and shooting the shit for a little bit, it's my pleasure.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, definitely. Any bands you're interested in or listening to these days that impress or give you hope for the metal world out there, man?
I listen to everything. I turn the radio on. I listen to it all. I love, Stone Sour is a great band. I mean, I love those guys, Corey and Roy and Christian. Great people, great friends. So that's a kick-ass band. I mean, I love them all, man. There's too many good bands out there. And then I'll still just, go back and listen to, Wizard of Oz.
Yeah.
Or Dire of a Madman,
Yes.
And Throw on the Masters. They never get old.
They don't, do they? That's just
No,
it.
that's why they're the masters.
And you can listen to that album, man, and go back to so if you got it when you're a younger kid, you go back to that time frame. You're like, oh, I remember when I listened to this when I was a kid. It brings back good memories.
Yeah, music's timeless, man. I still listen to Passion, Grace, and Fire. Al Di Meola, Paco de Luce, and John McAlpine. Come on, man. This stuff's just, you kidding me, man? That's whole holy grail stuff, man. So it could be new, old, it don't matter. I love music across the board, man.
Is there a country, man, that stands out or even shocks you that you guys or you get support from or your music even gets played in that area?
I mean, overseas is definitely a little more intense. It's just a little different. It's great, overseas in Europe. And my God, I've been all over China, which you wouldn't think. But I've toured there, months of it, probably 3 months total. I've gone there for 4 weeks at a time. And, but overseas is a little different, man. So I'd have to say South American fans are off the charts. Japan, all, but U.S. is great too. I think just overseas, out of the country is just a little more intense, I think.
Folks, you want to get out and pick up Mike Orlando's first official instrumental Sonic Stomp DVD. You want to get out and pick this up. Yeah. Plus, it's got some live stuff in it as well. You definitely want to get out and check out some Adrenaline Mob as well if you haven't. I'm telling you right now, you won't go wrong with none of this stuff. So, good sir. How can folks stay in touch with you? Buy this DVD, merchandise for Adrenaline Mob or whoever? How can they do that? Yeah,
it should go just on Facebook. It's everywhere. On Facebook, on Twitter, hit me up. On Instagram, of course. If you go on my Facebook, the links are always there. I'm always posting. You can go to shredneck.com. Shredneck.com officially distributes to the U.S. and internationally. And then if you are out of the country in Brazil, South America, you can use Black Rock, which sells, has a beautiful package of it. Or you can order from Japan, King Records, double CD with a bonus track. So, but social media and Adrenaline Mob as well.
Before I let you go, good sir, would you care to do a promo for my show?
Of course, it would be a pleasure. What's up, guys? This is Mike Orlando from Adrenaline Mob and Sonic Stomp, and you're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Everybody stick around. We got some great stuff coming up. You only hear these interviews right here on BODS Mayhem Hour and BODS Mayhem Radio Network. Please get out and check out our Facebook page. It has our podcast link plus our YouTube link, and hopefully very soon a Twitch link so you can watch everything and interact with us as well. Also, get out and check out Mike's bands, Adrenaline Mob. Plus, you want to get out and check out Sonic Stomp. I'm telling you right now, folks, you will not be disappointed. Mike, thank you so much for still continuing to do what you do, man.
Thank you very much. It's been a pleasure talking to you, as always, my friend. Thank you.
You're listening to BODS Mayhem Hour.
Follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram.